Hello everyone. A very good afternoon, guys. A very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the class. My name is Abhishek Singh and I welcome you all on behalf of the Gradeup on the YouTube channel of the Gradeup IAS as well as on the application. So guys, I hope that all of you must be doing really fine, right? How are you guys? So quickly join, right? Quickly coming into the session, guys. Quickly join the session and let us start our weekly exercise that we are doing. All right. So Punma, very good afternoon. Welcome to the class and make sure that if you are watching it, right, so make sure that you share with your friends also. And guys, at the same time, those friends who are watching it on the YouTube, make sure guys that you give a like and give a thumbs up to the session and do share with all of your friends. All right. So before we start, first of all, let me tell you something about myself, right? And my name is Abhishek Singh Rathore, as you might be aware. And as far as the qualifications are concerned, so I appeared for the interview of the UPSC Civil Services examination in 2013 and for the mains in 2014 and 2018. Guys, apart from that, CDS and assistant commandant of the CAPF, that were the other exams in which I appeared in 2015 and qualified the written, appeared for the physical round and FCAT in 2014. So currently I'm teaching history and polity since last 3.5 years. And one more important thing for all of you. How many of you are willing to appear, planning to appear? Good evening, others. Mojesh, Pragya, Punma. Right. Very good afternoon. So Punma, language तो देखो भाई English रहनी चाहिए because obviously this is the English medium and also the answer writing, it is related to the answer writing, right? So we will be doing that answer writing part in English only, isn't it? So make sure if you are comfortable, then you please proceed. If you are not comfortable, please let me know. Hello Rohit, hello Deepshikha, all of you guys. Very, very good evening. So guys, currently we are having the 71 days only for the prelims examination. So I am thinking that, right, 71 days for the EPFO and 120 days for the prelims examination. So I'm thinking that these 4 months, at least the last 100 days, they should be exclusively dedicated to the prelims examination, right? Prelims examination. So must make sure guys that you just continue this writing practice, at least one answer per day once you are 100 days away from the prelims. Give just 1 hour because writing will not go into the waste. Clear? And those who are preparing for 2022, guys, keep counting your days. It's very nearby. And as we all know, February Mela is going on. And also don't forget to like and share, guys. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, those who are watching on YouTube. Now, okay, fine. Let us start with the first question of today. What is the first question? And those who are joining for the first time, let me tell you a few things about the answer writing to them. सुरश्री हिंदी मीडियम, सुरश्री हिंदी मीडियम में तो आई थिंक नहीं होगा बिकॉज क्वेश्चंस आर इन इंग्लिश. लिखना भी हमें इंग्लिश में ही पड़ेगा. सो वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन इंग्लिश ओनली. Yes, in between I can discuss the key points in Hindi also, but that will be a little bit disturbing for those people who are attending the classes for the sake of English. Okay, so I hope you understand that, everyone. Guys, those who are joining for the first time, what is the rule? I think by now everybody must have remembered it. That is intro plus body plus conclusion. How to write the intro? Very basic and formal and brief in nature. How to write the body? Use heading, use pointer approach, or use any alternative like flow chart, etc. And exactly right, exactly answer what they are asking or what is asked. This is the second rule. What is how to write the conclusion? Very simple, brief, right? Positive. If it is giving the scope to write positive, please write the positive. Otherwise, write speculative. That means your opinion should be there, and conclusive. Conclusive means what? It should end the doubt or the question that is open before you when you are solving it. Okay, so guys, I hope it is clear to all of you. सभी को समझ में आया होगा. Now try to answer this question which is related to the world history. Those who have not prepared, those who have not studied the world history, so obviously they cannot answer it. But those serious candidates who are really targeting 2021 examination, so guys, ideally they must have finished and revised the whole syllabus at least twice. Whole syllabus means at least the sufficient part of the syllabus twice. So if you have not done that, you are not prepared for 2021. Count on my words, you are not prepared. Even if you will clear the prelims examination, you will go nowhere. So just that is very important, guys. So fine. Understand the question once again. Latecomer industrial revolution in Japan involved certain factors that were markedly different from what West had experienced. Guys, what is this question asking? This question is saying that industrial revolution of Japan, that was latecomer, okay, latecomer, it had some features which were absent in European industrial revolution. So you have to tell the difference of the Japanese industrial revolution to the European industrial revolution. Got it, guys? Very simple question, but difficult to comprehend. So please, guys, Krunal, you are back. Welcome. Jignesh, Sushri, Madhuri, all of you guys, फटाफट now start giving the inputs. आप फटाफट अपने inputs देना शुरू करिए, guys. कैसे शुरू करेंगे आप इसको? How will you start writing the answer of this type of question, which is having just 150 words to answer? And 150 words don't give you much scope, right? So keep your intro and keep your conclusion very short, very concise and to the point. Tell me your opinion about the introduction. Write down at least 2 lines in the comment box. I can see that what are you writing there. Good afternoon, Madhuri madam. Very good afternoon. And Charan says the onset of industrial revolution kick-started soon after the Meiji restoration in the 19th century. That's very good. Self-emergent and the revolution not affect with the size of country. Jignesh, see brother, philosophical type of startings are not allowed in these type of questions. Pragya, yes, obviously I will elaborate the question once again. Question says that, very simple question, that industrial revolution was a latecomer in Japan. In Europe it started very early. Japan में देर से शुरू होती है. ठीक है ना? So how will you say that, or how, what were those features which make the Japanese industrial revolution different from the European industrial revolution? All right, got it, Pragya? Everybody else, I can see at least 25-30 people. So guys, where is your enthusiasm? कहाँ गया आपका जोश? Try to reflect your enthusiasm in the comments box. I should see the opinion of your people in the comment box. Good evening, Indian polity. Good evening. And so guys, those who are watching it on the YouTube, make sure that you also give certain opinion about it. See, this is a very unique and live exercise. I can guarantee that it is not going on in the other sections. In fact, Some of the institutions have started it after seeing this on the Gradeup, right? But guys, please utilize this to the maximum. Okay. So tell me, guys. I can see that Anurag, okay, Charan has given something. The Industrial Revolution of Japanese is characterized by not by inventions but by efficient utilization of already. Yes, that's the point, Charan. That's the point. Very good. And intro, European Industrial Revolution with the scientific invention 18th century. Manish, my brother, try to use a proper language and proper framing. सिर्फ 2 लाइन की बात है, right? Only just 2 lines. So you can just write down first of all in the paper or in the mobile or computer, whatever you are using. You can send it to the chat box. All right. So what can we say here? What can we say here? That let us see how will we start it. Let us see. I will exactly emulate the Charan's introduction. That industrial revolution of Japanese is characterized not by invention but by efficient utilization of the already existing technology available. Clear? So how will we write it? That introduction part, very simple. Don't write down this heading. I'm just doing it for your help. That industrial revolution in Europe, or is industrial revolution is the outcome of series of inventions resulting in manifold increase in industrial output. However, in Japan, it was due to efficient utilization of pre-existing resources and technology. Right? So that created, or that led to several differences with European Industrial Revolution. All right. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 26. Guys, every time we should keep in our minds that 30 words is the limit for introduction. And we have written an introduction where we have defined that what is industrial revolution, and also at the same time we have tried to connect that it is distinguished from the European Industrial Revolution. You can also try, right? You can also try by telling that it was a latecomer in Japan. Another type of introduction, let me give you. You can also write down that industrial revolution which led to the multiple or multifolded growth of economic prosperity rose in Europe around mid to late part of 18th century, while it reached to it reached to Japan in later half of 19th century. 19th century, right? This delay led to several differences in Japanese and European industrial revolution. So guys, now up from this point, this delay led to the several differences. This is the connecting paragraph and this is the introduction part, right? So tell me guys, which is the fine introduction in these two, right? In these two, either of the introductions may be used for writing or beginning the answer of your question. All right. And yes, after that, simply put the heading that following differences can be observed. Following differences, or instead of that, you can also write down that difference of Japanese industrial revolution with European industrial revolution. Put that heading and try to write down the differences. So as I can see that you have already replied, right? Many people have already replied this one. All right, guys. And look at this. Pragya and Charan are the two participants who are participating very efficiently. That's very good, guys. And Pragya is saying that Japan started from where West was at the time. They reversed engineered most of the technologies. Yes, that's a very good thing. Industrialization was very faster as comparative to that West. With 3 decades, it was seen in the part of the globe. Charan says that industrialization of Japan is the result of the state initiative, while the West is the individual initiative. Okay. Yes. And Manish also says that European industrial revolution with the scientific inventions 18th century. All right. So guys, most of you are able to understand at least one point that either we should write down like European industrial revolution and Japanese industrial revolution like this, or we should start writing down in this way, that here like European, right, features, 5 features, and Japanese 5 features. So first feature should be like the series of inventions that took place in Europe. That was the reason behind the industrial revolution in Europe, while in Japan no such series of inventions took place. First difference. Second thing, individual prerogatives, right? Individual enthusiasm and prerogatives. These were the reasons in the Europe, not in Japan. Okay. Third, non-interference of state. That was the reason in Europe. In whichever state the state did not interfere in the industries, that became more rich. Example, UK. But in Japan, it was exactly opposite. Here, state promoted the industries. In the Europe, the industrial growth came with rising socio-economic problems, such as the lack of hygiene, such as the unplanned urbanization, such as the health issues, health hazards. In Japan, these things were eliminated because of the planned development of industries. Fifth difference, in the Europe, industrial revolution created the great labor movements in the upcoming time periods due to the excessive exploitation of the laborers in the capitalist industries. In Japan, whereas there was no such exploitation of the workers because of the strict labor codes and the existing laws. So just 5, but very solid 5 differences you can write down, and that will give you the better markings than anybody else. Agree guys? Agreed or not? Tell me. Reasons, differences सही थे कि नहीं थे? Yes, very good afternoon. So were these differences true or not? Everybody. Alright. So this is how you will solve this particular question. Approach, I think you should be going for, you should go for this type of approach, head to head, or you can go for the bubble to bubble, right? Or spider to spider, right? That depends upon you. That depends upon you, because writing is just limited to 150 words and that does not involve, yes. Scarcity of natural resources, guys. Pragya, scarcity of natural resources was a feature that you can write definitely. So that is also a good point. Okay, that is also a good point. Okay, all right. So let's move to the question number next. And here, Africa was chopped into the states artificially created by the accident of the European competition. Analyze. This is called as a tough question. All these questions came in 2013 and this is a tough question, guys. This is a tough question. Okay, so some of you who have attended my classes, I have told you, I have told and taught you about the scramble of Africa. Scramble of Africa. Is it, guys? Have you studied that? Those people, those students who have attended the pre-cum mains classes. Very soon we are going to start another pre-cum mains classes. All right. So here, scramble of Africa, exactly word to word you have to describe. That was asked in 2013. And what do you have to tell here? You have to tell here that the internal competition, like internal competition of European colonial powers led to creation of artificial or unnatural boundaries in Africa. So I think all of you must have seen the map of Africa, isn't it? So guys, map of Africa, always you can see that it has the different type of, straightish boundaries which are absent in all other, right? All other parts of the continents. All other continents, they don't have it. They don't have it at all. Yes, Jignesh, Africa is cake for Europeans. Exactly. You have to treat as if Africa was a cake for Europeans. Okay. So have you ever seen that this map of Africa, like where Africa is actually, like this? I think you can draw this map here. Okay. Draw this map here. So, right, this is connected with Asia. Okay, forget it. No, forget it. So guys, here you can clearly see that Egypt has this straight. Then there is straight Sudan. Then another, here also you can see very straightish type of map of the Algeria and all those countries. Okay, so here also you can see very straightish type of South Africa. Right. Then again, you can clearly see that almost all the Africa is divided on the similar lines. Similar lines. Something like this. Something like this. Artificial type of boundaries are there. Maybe that it is a little bit too straightish, but overall you can clearly agree that this is the boundary, or this is how the boundaries of Africa are made. Right? So you can draw a rough diagram of Africa and at least some nations which you remember. Trust me that you will get 7 out of 10 marks if your content is correct along with this map. Whereas most of the students who don't care about these things, they will get 5. And this 2 mark will create big difference. right? It will create a big difference. So now tell me guys, how will you start the introduction of this type of question where 150 word is the word limit? All right, so today's this is the introduction. Pragya is very quick to respond. That's very good, Pragya. Today's Africa is largely a result of the colonization where the competition and accidents have played a role crucially. That's a very fine and very concrete introduction, Pragya. That's a good thing. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm just waiting for that introduction hints. Only Charan and Pragya and Jignesh up to an extent they are responding. बाकी लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है या बाकी लोगों को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है या वो जस्ट समझ रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं, they are enjoying. Guys, so Jignesh is saying that a statement is proven by seeing the map of Africa. Exactly, Jignesh, exactly. So if you will just draw this map, trust me, whatever you will write in the introduction, that will create a good impact only. This is the trick to, score the good marks with the least efforts. Nobody is asking you to write down or to make the correct map of internal Africa. Simply make the outline and just show a few divisions. Name them: Egypt, Algeria, all these things, Morocco and all that. Okay, so how will you start the introduction part of it? You can start with the map, simply with the map, or you can start with the brief intro and then draw a map. Such as what? Such as the current national boundaries of Africa were drawn due to colonial competition under the scheme or under the act of scramble of Africa. See, and now then you will make a map of Africa, all right, and you can just show that as well. Now then you will have to start the body with a proper heading, that major events leading to scramble of Africa. Put this heading and Africa. Put this heading and then start giving out the points 1, point 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which 5 points do you think that they were responsible because of to create the current shape of Africa? According to you, which 5 biggest reasons should be there? Tell me guys, which 5 biggest incidents or events should be there which were responsible for creating the current map of Africa? You can clearly use the advent of British and French, right? You can clearly write down the next one, that competition among British, French and Portuguese. Then third, you can write down the emergence of Germany and Italy as colonial powers. Then next reason, you can write down the use of African land to persuade aggressive Germany, right? And last, you can say that the treaty of triple entity and triple entity and triple alliance. So guys, these treaties actually, they facilitated the further aggression among these powers of Europe about the African colonies. Why so? Because Africa was the source of the slave, right? Africa was the source of the minerals, as well as Africa was very crucial to persuade their colonial desires, because Germany and Italy wanted that they should also have the colonies like Britain and France. Clear, guys? So this is how you will write down these 5 points. These 5 points. All right. Cold War, Jignesh, that may not be the reason. और माधुरी मैडम अभी प्रीलिम्स है, प्रीलिम्स है अभी, तो जाहिर सी बात है that this particular topic is not as important, but definitely this information will be important for your examination. Clear? Now, Africa was divided into parts, so can we write that as well? Africa, Pragya, we can use that if we are sure about their process, not at. EID निर्मित मंदिर स्टील, इसका आंसर बताना सर. यूजर प्राचीन राजधानी नगर, इसका भी आंसर बताना सर प्लीज. So user, can you please tell me that what exactly you are asking and where exactly is the source of your question? Prachin Rajdhani Nagar, are you showing me some map or something, because I am not able to see any map which you are asking. All right, so good afternoon Satya, very good afternoon. All right, so guys, make sure that that aspirant, hello aspirant, how are you? So guys, this is how you have to use and you have to write down the answer of this particular question. This question will not give you good marks, be sure about it. Why so? Because this is a question that demands a very skeptical opinion, and you have to identify that how much effort to put in this type of question. Okay, if you will put more than 100% effort, you will give good time and all that, still not more than 6. If you will write down one average answer, 4 to 4.5, so better be happy with that. Okay, so this type of answer will give you at least 5 to 6 marks for sure. If you are making a map also, you can get 6 plus, and guys, 6 plus is a very good marks, very good marks. Clear? Now, American Revolution was an economic revolt against the mercantilism. Now this question is a very beautiful and very standard question. I think most people can answer this question. American Revolution was an economic revolt against the mercantilism. Substantiate. That means how to simplify this question? You have to tell the economic reasons behind American revolt and connect them or those reasons with mercantilism. So this is what you have to do in this question, and first of all, for that you need to know that what was happening in American Revolution, what has happened, and for that you need to know that what is meant by mercantilism. So guys, फटाफट एक काम करिए, पहले quickly tell me the meaning of mercantilism. Mercantilism का मतलब बता दीजिए आप मेरे को फटाफट, and so that I can see that who exactly knows that what is the meaning of mercantilism. Yes, Madhuri, introduction is to be given in 30 words only, right? 30 words only. So tell me guys, European bound Americans to use to their ships and also exported their product with the Europe only. Exactly, Jignesh, very good, well done. Okay, what else, anybody else? Anyone else? So I cannot see any options and any responses coming from the other people. So guys, one response from Charan that came. Okay, that's good. Gokul is also there. So American Revolution is no doubt an economic revolt, since it all started with the demands of the economic rights as no taxation without representation. That's very good, Charan. Quite good indeed. And Gokul says maximizing export and minimizing it by imports for better economy. Exactly, that is what we call it as the mercantilism. Pragya and Jignesh, you are also correct. So overall, we can say, what is mercantilism? Only exports are to be maximized and imports are to be reduced. And trade balance must be positive. Trade balance must be positive. Therefore, your profit should be the loss of the other. No mutual profit, nothing like that. Exactly, aspirant, exactly. That is exactly the correct answer. Mercantilism means maximizing exports and minimizing imports to create more profit. And mercantilism is the policy where the cash, the money, the money that gives you the ultimate definition of the nationalism. More money you are earning for your nation, more national service you are doing right now. Well, that's good, Mukhtar. So what you have to write here in the introduction part, first of all, that you have to tell that, now guys, keywords, you have to identify the keywords. So keywords: American Revolution, economic revolt, mercantilism. 3 are the keywords. So start with this, mercantilism. All right, mercantilism and American Revolution combined. So the American Revolt was primarily targeted against the political and economic hegemony, right? Hegemony of England under its mercantile policies, right? Major evidences, or major, you can say, evidences is the correct word. Major evidences to prove it are following, right? So either you can write down this very simple, very generic type of introduction, right? There is no you can say formation, no exaggeration, nothing. Very simple type of introduction, very to the point introduction. Or you can also write down in the other way, for example, like this: mercantilism is the policy based on economic profiteering of the host by exploiting the economy and resources of the colonies, right? American colonies were also suffering under mercantile policies of England as evident by following examples or evidences. So then you have to write down the some of the demands, some of the acts which were put forward by by America against the English hegemony over the economy. All right, guys. Or some of the features like Charan told, like Pragya told, like other people's told. So, guys, which should be your choice for the introduction? Tell me quickly. Which should be your choice for the introduction? Either the first one, which is very simplistic and very you can say not very interesting type of blank type of introduction, or the second one which gives you a little bit connection with the mercantile and all those things, right? Quartering Act regulated the movement of the Americans. Yes, Sharon, that is also one thing that took place. You can write down anything, right? You can write down the Sugar Act, you can write down the Prohibition Act, right? You can write down the Quartering Act, you can write down the compulsion of using the tea by the East India Company, different things. Okay, different things. Okay, so second one is quite better. As you can see that most of the people are agreeing. Okay, so yes, Charan, stamp duty wala part is also correct. So this should be your introduction for this question, and then you have to write down the various such events or incidents, such as stamp duty, such as the Sugar Act, such as the restriction on the export, right? Exports to non-British, such as the restriction on the ship uses, right? Ship uses, such as the demand against, right? Demand against taxation, or protest. You can protest against taxation without any representation, right? Without any representation. Or you can also write down the Boston Tea Party. Boston Tea Party. So these things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever are there, you can write down these major incidents and 2 lines each. 2 lines about 2 to 3 lines about each of them. Believe me, your answer will be more than enough. And then conclusion should be very much formal and very much accurate, that we can see here that conclusion should be, it should be speculative and affirmative. How to write this conclusion? Here. Thus, it can be said that the American Revolution or American Revolt marked a paradigm shift of the industrial world, industry of the Western world from mercantile or mercantilism towards the rise of capitalism or liberal capitalism, which had more inclusive and individual centric progress, leading to modernization of most of today's world. Okay, so this is how you can write down the conclusion. Something which is very lucrative, very formative type of conclusion that you should use, because this question is very abrupt and very direct type of question, right? Very abrupt and very direct type of question. So conclusion should be something which attracts the examiner to read it at least. Okay, to read it at least. All right, guys. So I hope this is clear to you. So now, like every week, I don't know exactly why you guys are not writing down the answers. But guys, like every week, one more question as the homework. So last week I received one answer from Manali Vadharia. So this time Manali is absent probably in this class, right? So what policy instruments were deployed to contain the Great Economic Depression? Economic depression या महान मंदी, the Great Economic Depression of 1929. What policy instruments were deployed to prevent or to you can say stop that or to alter the side effect of that economic depression? This is your homework. Please search for this, right? Search for the materials, consolidate it and form a proper answer. And show me the answer by Tuesday. Okay, by Tuesday. Okay, by Tuesday. Clear? So that should be the end of this class, guys. And one more thing, that from the 1st of March onwards, we are actually bringing special classes which are prelims oriented classes, and our target will be to help you all those who are appearing for the 2021 prelims, that to help you to score at least this much. So this should be your target. If you will take a target of 120 plus, then definitely you can score 100 plus. And guys, this is going to be the cutoff for sure, because nowadays every year the cutoff of the question paper is increasing. All right, so you cannot you can be very much sure that if you are able to score 120 plus, you will be through the prelims examination. So don't forget to attend these classes, guys. 1 p.m. obviously 1 p.m. will be the timing for that. All right, or whatever will be the updates, you will be informed about that as well. And crash course is already going on, so somebody who wishes to revise the whole syllabus very quickly, so they can join the crash course already for the prelims examination. And those who are looking for the next year examination, so they can also join the foundation course for the GS, right, pre-cum mains approach. Clear, guys? And in case of any queries or doubts, you have that number always to talk on that. And today's super offer is that use the code super while subscribing to the Gradeup Super subscription, and you can get a great discount, right, up to 30,000 rupees. Clear? So that's all, guys. These are the faculties who will teach you, and I will be teaching you the history part. Obviously, you can join us the Telegram channel as well. So guys, thanks a lot. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. All the best and take care, everybody. All of you, please take care. माधुरी मैडम, आपको आंसर अगर देना है तो आप दे सकती हैं हिंदी में, और जिसको भी आंसर सबमिट करना है गाइज, मैंने बाकी लोगों को सबको बता रखा है, जो नए कैंडिडेट्स हैं जिन्होंने पहली बार अटेंड किया है क्लास, सो दे कैन राइट डाउन submissions@gradeup.co. they can send their answer by scan, writing down on a paper पे लिख करके और स्कैन करके, और इस एड्रेस पर आप उसको मेल कर दीजिए. बस आप सब्जेक्ट में मेंशन कर देंगे हिस्ट्री, राइट, ऑन अभिषेक सर. ओके, बस इतना आपको मेंशन कर देना है. आंसर विल रीच टू मी, राइट, एंड आई विल चेक दैट एंड रिस्पॉन्ड ऑन दैट ऑल्सो. आपको आपकी ड्रॉबैक्स, क्या क्या कमियां हैं, क्या खूबियां हैं, सब कुछ आपको बताया जाएगा. सो दैट विल इंप्रूव योर परफॉर्मेंस. ओके गाइज, टेक केयर एवरीवन एंड हैव अ ग्रेट टाइम अहेड. 6 बजे मिलते हैं दोस्तों. एक बार फिर से प्रीवियस ईयर एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करेंगे हिस्ट्री सब्जेक्ट के, और जिनका भी प्रीलिम्स का एग्जाम है इस साल 2021 में, सभी को आना है गाइज, और सभी अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में इंफॉर्म कर दीजिए. शाम को 6 बजे लेट्स मीट ऑन द ग्रेडअप, राइट, एप्लीकेशन 6 PM ग्रेडअप ऐप पर आपके साथ. ओके, ग्रेडअप ऐप. ओके, टेक केयर गाइज एंड हैव अ नाइस टाइम. थैंक यू.